What's up, everyone? Mike here, KMRD Radio Stuff. We're gonna go for a little hike today. Imagine that. We're at Huntsville State Park, and we'll do about a 6.5 mile hike today, something like that. About 3 1/4 in, 3 1/4 out. Show you where we're going here. We are here, and this is one of my favorite trails to hike. Go up this Prairie Branch Trail, and then we're gonna hop onto this Chinquawapin. I can't remember how to say it, but follow this all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, until we get to here, where the Forrest Gump bench is. Do a little QRP activation with the 705, so let's get to hiking. I'd like to say thank you to these guys. They're my newest members over on Patreon. If you'd like to support the channel, please head over to patreon.com/KMRD Radio Stuff. So it's just an absolutely beautiful day out. It's probably about 85 degrees, which is the coolest it's been in a long time. And probably one of the least humid days since I've lived in Texas, so I'm looking forward to this. I really like hiking this particular trail. There's a lot of like kind of what I call milestones that make it a little easier to, one turtle jumping in the water there, make it a little easier to do the whole trail. And this is the first part. I really like coming down this trail because you get to hike right along the water there. There's some turtles on that branch there in the water that you probably can't see, but yeah, so there's like several different kind of unique settings as you go through this trail. So this first part we're on is about 0.8 miles, I think. And it gets deeper into the woods, and well, you'll see. This is the area where we get in. The lake they've got it kind of dammed off, and we have the LOUSs, the lily pads of unusual size. These things are just freaking ginormous. I think they're lily pads anyway, I don't really know, but they're big, and it's quite peaceful here. It really is. Still no rattlesnakes though. All right, so we're at our first, I don't know, checkpoint or milestone, I guess. We can kind of go several different directions, as you can see behind me. This trail actually leads out of Huntsville State Park, and pretty much once you're on that boardwalk, you are in San Houston National Forest. So technically, if I wanted to take about 10 feet that way, I could activate a completely different park. That's the way we just came from. This is the Prairie Loop Trail, they call it. And we're gonna go this way. We get this nice boardwalk to walk on for a while, as opposed to this. There's a lot of roots in the ground here, a lot of tree stuff you gotta walk over. So definitely not flat ground in here, but let's get to stepping. We're just under a mile in. I forgot to turn on my activity tracker on my phone though, so it's probably about a 1/4 mile off, but that's okay. I've hiked this trail so many times now, and it's probably taking me a little longer because I'm stopping to film this, but it usually takes me 1 hour and 6 minutes to get to the Forrest Gump bench from where we parked the car. So not too bad, a good little hike in. I like this side better than the other side, where I can kind of hike in and go around the dam like we did in the last video. One, because it's longer. It's about 3.2 miles in, something like that. It's just prettier. The scenery, I mean, you're in the same frickin' forest, but the scenery just changes, and it's really pretty. Like here, we've got this little kind of creek that goes through here, and as much as I hate spiders, there's usually a spider web up here on the right. It's just, yeah, there he is. He's got his back to us right now. Yeah, I hate him. But it's like, oh, you know, here's that milestone. So, I don't know, it just keeps you, these little incremental spots just kind of make it not so drawn out, like, oh my God, it's an hour to get to where we're gonna go. You know, you just break it up into little segments. So Anyway, enough rambling. Coming up about 1.2 miles in, and what I think is probably one of, if not the most beautiful spots in the park. I just really love it here. All this just kind of beautiful. This is all like just marshland right here. There's a little stream that goes underneath here. This is kind of what, I think this is what feeds the whole lake, honestly. But it's just so peaceful here. It's just beautiful to look out on. You got a nice bench here you can sit and rest. I have actually activated from here, but it's kind of hard to throw up an antenna, but I have actually ran the pack antenna from, I tied it off right here, and because I have the end-fed half-wave linked at the middle, I was able to take my soda beams mast and actually lean it up pretty much right where my water bottle is now, and just have it for 20 meters, and that's just about the perfect length. So it's actually able to make that work. That's pretty neat. So we just passed the next milestone. We're still a little bit in it. But my dumb self had my microphone turned off. But it's an area I call the Narrows. Very clever name. Just about as clever as KMRD radio stuff. Everything kind of closes in on you. Everything closes in on you, and the trail gets pretty narrow. Lots of poison deathberry plants. It's interesting how the scenery changes so quickly. It's like their own little microcosms, if you will. And you got all this grass that just wants to grow right over the trail here. I don't care about snakes. I'm not afraid of them. Spiders suck, but I can deal with those. But it's the ticks that I just picture are just on the end of one of those. Just want to reach out and burrow into my skin. So I do spray myself heavily with off before I come out here. So hopefully we're protected. I check my legs periodically too. It's about, I don't know, 2.25 miles in now maybe. And coming up on our next milestone. It's not big, but I think it's neat. Just this little bit of stairs here that I've decided to call Stairway to Heaven. Because it's, you know, about 5 feet of elevation you pick up. So it's got to be closer to heaven than I was a minute ago. Once I get to Stairway to Heaven, though, I know that I'm very close, actually right around the corner here, to another place that's about 2.5 miles in. They've cut down some trees and there's some logs you can sit on and operate. So I actually have done a couple of activations from where I'm about to show you right now. So the first time I hiked this trail, this is where I stopped. I was looking for a place to activate. I haven't done any videos activating from here, but I did do, I did a little short on the soda beams mast. I had it leaning up against that tree there, and I was sitting on that log activating. So from that tree to that tree is enough length for, again, just the 20 meter element of the pack 10 end fed half wave. So now we're getting into what I call Willy Wonka's world, which is also the second set of narrows. And it's just, I don't know why, it's just all these tall trees with little puppy things on them just remind me of when you get into Willy Wonka's world and there's all those big tall like flowers and things made of candy. So this just kind of reminds me of it. And they're tall. These things are, I don't know, probably about 8 feet tall or so. Some of these weird bushes, I don't know what the heck they are. Those things. But see how narrow the trail gets again? So this is like, Tick City. I mean, if I was a tick, this is where I would hang out. So many people walking through here, or biking, or jogging. Why would you not just hang out here and latch onto somebody. But yeah, again, it's just another, just totally unique area in the park where like you don't see, you know, bushes, shrubs, plants, whatever the heck you want to call these. I've literally walked around this entire park and have hiked on almost every single trail other than a couple that are just really small and don't really lead anywhere. And it's interesting how things change. We've gained a bit of elevation, and yeah, you kind of go up and down when you get back here, and then once we get out of here, it kind of just opens up again. It's weird. See, that's where we were, and that's where we're going. Now, I suspect it might be something to do with the sun, but that's just weird. It's different. It's pretty. This area here, what I call a switchback. We're actually going to go that way, and then it kind of comes back around, and we'll end up down there. And it always makes me feel like I'm getting close to the Forrest Gump bench, but it's always farther than it seems. This is the illusions part of the hike. Liars. So the park has their own way of letting you know where you are, but it's not as creative as coming up with things like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory and stuff like that. They use these stupid markers with numbers on them. Like, how arbitrary is that? We're at marker 9. Who cares? I suppose I should care though, because marker 9, I just realized this. Maybe we're gonna add marker 9 to our goals here. It's the first time we can see the water again from the other side. We're close. We've still got a ways to go though. And that's another kind of false bit of hope, because it's still probably another half a mile at least to Forrest Gump land. But at least we know we're getting close. Hey, marker 10. Then I did notice there's like a 10A marker. Like every other marker is just a number. And they incrementally go up by 1. You've got marker 10 and you've got marker 10 alpha. Doesn't make sense. Look at that. If I wanted to do summits on the air, I could just climb up there. But no, I don't think this is on the summit list. I'll stick to what I do best, which is POTA. We're almost there. We have reached the pit of despair. All of these trails are really well kept up, except for this one area. It's like they used to have a bridge going here, and probably a big rainfall washed this all out. But like, it doesn't look newly destroyed. They just haven't fixed it. But oh well. See? I bet you guys have been excited for this. You probably thought I was lying about it. We're at marker 10 alpha. All hail marker 10 alpha. I was actually thinking about changing the name of the channel from KMRD Radio Stuff. Never really liked that name. Maybe I'll change it to marker 10 alpha. Why couldn't it just be 11? So here, we're almost there. It's pretty much right where those people are. Another couple 100 feet in front of us. And just absolutely gorgeous views. Beautiful. How tall these trees are. It's very peaceful out here. Very peaceful indeed. Well, all right, we are set up. Stopped and chatted with those folks for a couple minutes. Nice couple. They're from about an hour that way, west of me. So it's about 5:35. I gotta try and get this activated quick because I want to get back hiking about 6 to get out of here before dark. But got 7:05 pack tenna running over there to the trees, the usual configuration. So let's see if we can get 10 real quick and get on out of here. All right, Wish me luck. We are officially spotted.
November 3, X-ray, Lima, Sierra. Alpha India 4, Foxtrot. November United 7, Juliet. Import KXO.
Whiskey Tango 8, Juliet. Whiskey 4, November, Quebec X-ray.
Kilo 4, Hotel X-ray, Mike.
Mike Bravo.
4, Romeo, November, Oscar.
Whiskey 4, Kilo Mike Bravo.
One more. QRZ, Kilo 8, Mike Romeo Delta, parks on the air.
Whiskey 4, Bravo, Uniform, Sierra. Enjoy your park, sir. Have a great day.
Thank you. You are number 10. It's activated. I appreciate it. 73.
73.
Done. Done. 7 minutes. Any last takers? Kilo 8, Mike Romeo Delta, parks on the air.
Kilo Charlie 1, November Delta, Quebec. NQ7R, Norway, Quebec 7 radio.
Just like that. Just like that. So we got, what, 12 contacts in 9 minutes? Beautiful. Well, that could not have gone any better. It's 5:59. Got everything packed up. Man, it's so quick to set this end-fed half wave up in this configuration that I've been doing. I mean, it probably took me 3, maybe 4 minutes to pack everything up, and now I'm back on the trail. So quick, very quick activation. 12 contacts in, I don't know, 9 minutes or something like that. So fantastic. The one downside about hiking all this way is sometimes I don't have as much time to spend on the air as I'd like. I know there's probably a lot of hunters that are chasing, but you know, it just comes with the territory. I was out yesterday, got 68 contacts. I was out for about an hour, so yeah, trying to get better at spotting myself so people know when I'm out. But yeah, accomplished my goal. Got in a good hike. Got about an hour till we get back to the car, and man, what a difference just being 10 degrees cooler. It's probably about 80 now, so maybe 15 degrees cooler than just a couple days ago when I was out. My shirt was just absolutely drenched, and yeah, the humidity is way down, so that certainly helps. But anyway, thanks for coming along on another one of these hiking adventures. I'm enjoying shooting these kinds of videos, and gotten a lot of good feedback from them, so I'll keep doing more. Maybe one of these days I'll even go to another park, so who knows. All right, guys, thanks so much for sticking with me. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, share, follow me on Twitter at K8MRD. If you want to support the channel, there's a Patreon link below, and that just ensures that I can keep doing this, because yeah, that's all I've got. So all right, guys, thanks so much. We'll see you again on another episode of K8MRD Radio Stuff. 73.